What happens when a failing car maker bets everything on one last car? A car so daring, so beautiful, and so rare that it became an instant legend. This is the story of a car that defied the odds. But what made this car so unforgettable? And why does it still matter today? Stick around to find out. The 1961 Studebaker Hawk was the swan song of the Hawk series, a line of cars that had been turning heads since 1956. By 1961, Studebaker was at a crossroads. The company, once a titan of the automobile world, was struggling to keep up with the big three, Ford, GM, and Chrysler. But instead of going quietly, Studebaker decided to go out with a bang, and the 1961 Hawk was Studebaker's bold farewell. Designed by the legendary Raymond Loewy studio, the Hawk was a masterpiece of mid-century automotive design. Its low-slung profile, sweeping lines, and aggressive grille made it stand out in a sea of boxy sedans and flashy muscle cars. But the Hawk wasn't just a pretty face, it was a car built for drivers who appreciated both style and substance. Well, here's a quirky question for you. What do a World War captain, a duplicating machine, and Air Force One have in common? They all mark key moments in the career of Raymond Loewy, the father of industrial design. After serving in the French Army, Loewy arrived in the US in 1919 and landed his first major project in 1929, redesigning the Gestetner duplicating machine with a sleek, modern look. He went on to pioneer streamlining, shaping everything from locomotives to household appliances with his signature blend of simplicity and function. His most famous work, the timeless Air Force One livery, requested by JFK in 1962, which still flies today. Let's talk about what makes the 1961 Studebaker Hawk truly special: its engine options. Buyers could choose between two engines, a modest inline-six or a robust V8. The base engine was a 185 cubic inch inline-six, producing 112 horsepower. It was reliable and efficient, perfect for cruising in style. But the real star of the show was the optional V8, available in two sizes, 259 cubic inches and 289 cubic inches. The V8 could produce up to 210 horsepower. Paired with a 4-barrel carburetor, this engine transformed the Hawk into a legitimate performance car. With a top speed of over 100 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of around 10.6 seconds, the Hawk could hold its own against many of its contemporaries. Transmission options included a standard 3-speed manual, a 2-speed automatic, and for the true enthusiasts, a rare 4-speed floor-shift manual. This last option was a nod to the Hawk's sporty aspirations, offering drivers a more engaging and dynamic driving experience. Sure, the Hawk was fast, but its design? That's what really turned heads. The 1961 model featured a low, sleek stance with fiberglass rear fins that gave it a futuristic look. The aggressive radiator grille, flanked by dual headlights, added a touch of menace, with chrome trim and aluminum detailing elevated the car's luxury appeal. The 1961 Studebaker Hawk was a car that struck the perfect balance between size and agility. Measuring 204 inches in length, 71.3 inches in width, and 55.5 inches in height, it had a commanding presence on the road. Its 120.5-inch wheelbase provided stability and a smooth ride, while its weight of approximately 3,210 pounds made it lightweight enough for spirited driving. One of the most striking features of the 1961 Hawk was its exclusive jade green paint. Paired with forest green interiors, this color scheme was unlike anything else on the road at the time. It was bold, it was beautiful, and it was unmistakably Studebaker. The jade green paint scheme was exclusive to the 1961 Hawk, making it a standout in Studebaker's lineup. Today, cars with this color are among the most sought after by collectors. Inside, the Hawk was just as impressive. The cabin was a blend of luxury and functionality, with bucket seats, a wood-grain dashboard, and a sporty steering wheel. The attention to detail was remarkable, from the chrome accents to the personalized dash plaques on the Gran Turismo edition. These plaques, engraved with the owner's name, added a level of exclusivity that few cars could match. The Gran Turismo edition of the Hawk was a special limited-run model that featured a 4-barrel carbureted V8 engine and a 4-speed manual transmission. These cars were the pinnacle of Studebaker's performance lineup, offering a driving experience that rivaled much more expensive European sports cars. Here's where things get really interesting. The 1961 Studebaker Hawk was produced in limited numbers. Fewer than 1,000 units were made. This makes it one of the rarest and most sought-after models in Studebaker's history. Today, it's estimated that only a few hundred of these cars remain. The Hawk's rarity is compounded by its unique place in automotive history. It was the last of its kind, marking the end of an era for Studebaker. After 1961, the company shifted its focus to newer models like the Avanti, leaving the Hawk as a bittersweet reminder of what might have been. But how do you design a groundbreaking car in just 40 days? Raymond Loewy did exactly that with the Studebaker Avanti, locking his team away in a house near Palm Springs to create one of the most innovative automotive designs of its time. The result? A sleek, futuristic coupe that defied conventions and remains a design icon. In fact, an Avanti designed by Loewy holds a permanent spot at the Smithsonian Institution, the only contemporary car in their collection, cementing its place in automotive history. Moving on with the Hawk, the Hawk's design was one of the last to be influenced by Raymond Loewy's studio. Loewy, who also designed the iconic Avanti, brought a level of sophistication and elegance to the Hawk that set it apart from its competitors. Despite its sporty appearance, the Hawk was known for its balanced handling. Its lightweight design and well-tuned suspension made it a joy to drive. In its era, the Studebaker Hawk competed with vehicles like the Ford Thunderbird and Chrysler's luxury coupes. But while those cars were more mainstream, the Hawk stood out for its unique styling and affordable price point. It was a car that offered European-inspired design and American performance at a fraction of the cost of its competitors. The Hawk's combination of sporty performance and elegant design made it a precursor to modern personal luxury cars. It was a car that appealed to drivers who wanted something different, something special. And in that regard, it succeeded brilliantly. So, why should gearheads care about a car that's over 60 years old? Because the 1961 Studebaker Hawk represents a time when automakers weren't afraid to take risks. It's a car that blends style, performance, and innovation in a way that few others have. It's a reminder of what the automobile industry can achieve when it dares to be different. For collectors, the Hawk is a treasure trove of history and rarity. For enthusiasts, it's a car that offers a unique driving experience and a connection to a bygone era. Gearheads, the 1961 Studebaker Hawk is proof that sometimes the rarest gems are the ones worth seeking out. But what about you? What's your dream classic car? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into automobile history, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. While you're here, why not check out our previous video on the top 10 weirdest looking muscle cars? Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Until next time.